Howdy folks, just got a giant package for the door from the parcel company. I do realise, I just remembered what this was. This is the mystery box from Airfix. I ordered 2 mystery boxes from Airfix. I will show you quickly how you can get them. This is how you do it. Okay folks, what you want to do is go to Airfix webpage, is what you see here. Go up to the top where it says shop, go to bundles, view all mystery boxes and value packs, go to mystery boxes, and this is the range that they have at the moment. There is one more which was the classic range, but it seemed to be taken off, maybe because they've run out of kits or they just stopped it in general. So we have the aircraft bundle range, which is what I bought for £22. They recommend you will save up to £14 value plus more. You have Airfix tank 135 scale mystery box, a saving at least £50 worth. Your cost of £75. You can buy their ship mystery box of a value of £50. They recommend you at least save £10 worth of kits. I bought the aircraft kit and the tank kit mystery box. If you go to my orders, you can see that I ordered this one here from Airfix. I bought the mystery box airplanes and the tanks. The value was £97.99 plus my 20% discount for being an Airfix member. Dropped my value down to £78.39 for the 2 mystery boxes. So practically this was £75 value, this one was £22, £3 more, and I've got that. So I pretty much got the airplane box for free almost. So okay, this is the box from Airfix. We shall open it up and see what mystery box this is, if it's the airplane one or it's the tank one. I've got a funny feeling this might be the tank one, because it's tanks that come in bigger boxes, because I have a couple of their tanks already, and it's more expensive, so I've got a funny feeling this might be the tanks. So let's get into it. Let's see what we get. So just bear with me for 1 second. We're going to cut into this box. Right, straight away I can see it straight off the bat. There's a Tiger in here, there's a Sherman, we have an M7 artillery piece. These are 135 scale, which is a nice touch. It's not the 172nd tanks that they do. I am happy with that straight away. I noticed 3 of these kits I haven't got. There is a GMC tank destroyer which I have built, and that was a really good kit. And I was looking to get another one because I wanted to do the French version of it, because there was a French marking. So straight off the bat, you got an elastic band wrapped around your kits. So I'm just going to empty these out on the table. See what we get. So you can see it's wrapped in elastic bands. One thing I have noticed straight off the bat, I can see some aeroplanes. So by the looks of things, they might have set the aeroplanes with the tank mystery box together. It's not a bad thing. I suppose it makes sense, because I ordered 2. It saves on delivery. So, and the tank one was more expensive than the plane one. The plane one was only like £14, and the tank one I believe was like 75 quid. What I will do is at the end of quickly showing you what tanks are there and what planes are there, I will roughly work out how much they are and how much I saved, because they do say that you will save money. So we shall see. So there's some of the airplanes. I'm going to move these to one side. The airplanes have come as 172nd, which is not a bad thing. Don't mind them. I don't mind 172nd airplanes. it's the tanks that I'm interested in more than the planes. So further ado, let me put these down on the floor and I'll show you one by one which I've got. Okay, one thing I did get in the bottom of the box was this as well. Does it look like Lego Airfix type thing as well? That's look pretty cool. So we get some mechanical type horses, like a rocket type thing, some weird plane, some weird trains, and weird looking spider creatures. So they're made by this company. So that looks like it's part of Hornby's range type thing. I'm not 100% sure on that, I've never seen them before. So straight off the bat, very first tank from the mystery box, we have the Tiger 1 late variant from Airfix. Pretty cool. I've never seen this kit. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know how well it goes together. I haven't built this one. I haven't bought one. So that's pretty cool. So it's something I haven't got in my stash. It's still factory sealed. This one doesn't have factory sealed markings on it. Sometimes they do and some ones they don't. So we'll have a quick nosy. So we have loaded with plastic. I can see there is some photo etch for the grills, which is a nice touch. Part of the turret. Doesn't look too bad, but I will do individual reviews on these. That's not too bad. We've got some crew members or tankers, tracks, wheels, some more turret. So there must be different variants of Tiger out there. Side skirts, detail parts, suspension. Looks pretty complex, especially for an Airfix kit. The lower hull and tracks. Sadly, you get rubber tracks. So we have upper hull section, more turret, more vents. There's another upper hull section, so there's two of those. So there definitely must be difference in different versions, because there is earlies and late. This is a late one. Some decals and some instructions. So what markings do we get roughly? So we get this one here, June 13th 1944, from the SS Panzer Division 101. So it's the typical splinter camouflage, the brown, green and Dunkelgelb yellow. Or you can do Dunkelgelb and the brown, already brown colour. Or if you don't like any of those, you can do whatever you like. Quick nosy through the instructions of how things go together. That's pretty cool. The only one thing I do notice, because it is a late variant, they had Zimmerit on their Tiger. It does show you how to apply Zimmerit. It doesn't come within the kit. So they're asking to use putty and a Zimmerit tool. I do have a Zimmerit tool. Can't figure out what I've done with it. It must be in my toolbox. So that's a pretty cool kit. I'll show you the next one. Okay folks, the second kit I got from the mystery box is the 135 scale M4A3 76W. So I think that's the wet, or to do with the gun maybe, I'm not 100% sure. Sherman, anyone knows what the 76 means? Comment down below. Pretty cool. I haven't had this kit before. I haven't built it, don't know what it's like. This is in a very dark greeny brown plastic, very similar to the Tank Destroyer that I built before, the M36B one. Take a look at this picture. This is what the tank looks like. I have built it, the GMC one. Pretty cool. So there was a lot of parts in here that you did get in the GMC, and so this is the Sherman. Pretty standard, don't look too bad. And wheels, you do get some cable for white rope. I can never like the coloured ones. I do prefer metal. Rubber tracks, which is not a problem. Under tension anyway, so I don't really see them, not too bad. Some photo etch for the grills, and then standard instructions. So like I mentioned before, I will do more in-depth video on these. So this one here, US Army in Germany 1945, so that's toward the end of the war. So we have the camouflage version. Again, this one's in Italy 1945, so this is towards the end of the war as well. Typical olive drab version. Is there anything else? No, just plain paper. That's pretty cool. So the next kit from the mystery box is the 1/35 scale, the M7 Priest artillery piece. The alloy used, British and American, sorry. Pretty cool. Yeah, let's take a look inside quickly what this one gets. I was looking at getting the M7 Priest before. I was looking at the Dragon one, but Dragon one was like nearly £80. It's just super expensive. And then I noticed Airfix have got one, and I was going to get it, but then I found out they're doing mystery boxes, and I thought, what the hell, I'll gamble, see what we get. And it turns out I managed to get one. So we've got tons of parts. Again, it's in that greeny olive drab plastic. It's not a problem. The only thing I do notice, when you come to sand your parts, it does leave a white section where it's sanded through to do the plastic, but once you put some primer and paint down, it all disappears perfectly fine. There's a lower hole, bathtub, nice detail, raised rivets just like how it is. It's not a very big vehicle, but it's quite a how it's a gun on it. It's got quite a big punch for an artillery piece for the day. Some basic markings. So we've got the American and the British markings, I believe. We will check. So again, basic instructions, basic construction. So similar bogey system and suspension for like Sherman and stuff. That kind of design. We do have rubber tracks again. Again, it's under tension, so there's no need to worry about sag and stuff. So the rubber tracks is more than capable with allied vehicles. Again, I'm not a fan of rubber tracks, but they will work. Excuse me, right. This one we have from the 2nd Armoured Division, United States, 7th Armoured in Germany, 1945. So again, this one's towards the end of the war in olive drab colour. And we have one from the British. So we have the 72nd Battle, or 24th Field Regiment, Royal Artillery, Italy, 1944. So this is just a little bit earlier. This one is not in olive drab, this is in khaki drab, so it's the British colour, which is slightly more greeny. Pretty cool. So nice kits. And like I mentioned before, the very last one, There's a kit that I've already built. I know it goes together nicely. There's a ton of parts in it. Which is the 135 scale M36B1 GMC tank destroyer. So it's a hybrid tank. It's got a lower hull of a Sherman, and the upper turret I believe is from a Jackson tank destroyer, if I'm not mistaken. Good kit, goes together lovely. Again, here's the same pictures, or a couple of pictures that from the tank that I built a couple of years ago, and there will be a link to the video to the build I did on it. So what we get inside this box. So here's the Sherman lower hull section. So, and then the turret is from a, like I mentioned, I think it's a Jackson tank. And then we have the basket, loads of spares, tools and jerry cans and machine guns and tons of loads of spares. You've got all the different type of wheels. So you've got mixed match of like 2 kits in here, different barrels. Some are for Sherman, some are for this vehicle. The lower hull is the same as the Sherman. Suspension is all from a Sherman, and again we have loads of different weird spares, more jerry cans, more ammo boxes. We have weird stuff. We have spare tracks which you can put on the front if you want to, which they did like for extra armour. Tracks and suspension, more road wheels. Again, it's all to do with the lower, because it is from a Sherman. Sherman tracks. Again, it's rubber. I did use the rubber tracks, I believe, when I did the build. They went together perfectly fine. They claimed that you could use cement. It didn't really work as well, so what I did was put it together, hot glued the pins, and I used a staple. And then once it was all weathered and with a little bit of grime and dirt and stuff, you don't really notice it. And plus I had the tab up the top, and when you've got a skirt over there you don't really see the upper track. Again, photo etch for the light guards. I don't remember using these. I think I used the plastic ones because I wanted to do a quick build, just wanted to get through it. We have the US side, which is the one I done, and then we have the French. And I was looking at getting another one because it was an enjoyable kit, and I wanted to do the French version because theirs is slightly different to the US. So again, basic instruction, pretty cool. So you can see it's a Sherman, and then the upper turret is like a Jackson with a Sherman barrel. It's a weird hybrid tank, or tank destroyer even. I know people are going to correct me, it's not a tank, blah blah blah. So this one here, 1945, US Army in Germany. Again, it's towards the end of the war. That's the one I did. And then you get this one here in olive drab again. This one is French, sorry, from the 2nd Armoured Brigade, French Army in 1950s. So it's way after the war. This is early 50s. So it's once the war was over, Germany, the British and Americans getting rid of their vehicles, selling them off. So the French was using it right up until the 50s and a little bit later, I believe. So pretty cool. So now I'll quickly talk about how much it cost and what we saved on. So a quick glance over what we got again, and I'll put up the on the screen of how much the tanks cost if you buy them from Airfix itself, and then we do roughly how much I saved, because they do claim that you do save money as well. So this is how much this M36 cost. This one here is the M7 Priest. This is how much this one cost. So there you are. This one here is the M4A 376 Sherman. This one cost. So there you are, folks. The very last kit from the tank box mystery was the Tiger one. late variant. So this is the cost of this one. I know this one is quite expensive, this one. I think this is more expensive than the others, if I'm not mistaken, if I believe. We will check it. So the total and my savings was so there you are, folks. Is it worth buying? Possibly, yes. If you've already bought and built a ton of Airfix range of their tanks and stuff in the past, it's not really going to be a surprise, or it's not going to be something that you haven't got or built already. I haven't built 3 out of the 4 that come, in my opinion, which is damn good. So I've got 3 kits that I've never built, never seen before, don't know what they go together like. So I think that's pretty good. I've only built 1 out of 4, out of the 4 kits, so that's pretty good in my opinion. Next up will be the aeroplanes. There was only 3 kits in that. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you later.